Hey, Miles Beckler here, and in this video I want to talk about the importance of surrounding yourself with inspiring people and what to do if you don't feel like you have any inspiring people around you, if you feel like you're kind of isolated right now wherever you may be. Now, what I've found kind of moving forward in my business and growing my business is that I reach these kind of plateaus, right? I essentially become the smartest person in my own personal mastermind, and I'm only able to kind of see what my beliefs, ideas, and understanding of the game, if you will, allows me to believe at that point in time. And every time I've leveled up my business in any way, shape, or form, it's been through ideas I've gotten from people who truly inspire me, people who I trust as advisors, and I looked at their ideas and their kind of even thought processes and even just reverse engineering what they're doing. And I often find that I'm able to come up with really great ideas from synthesizing what they've done, but yet interpreting it kind of in a creative fashion for my life. So how do you find these inspiring people? Well, first and foremost, you got to get to industry events. I've talked about that in one of my previous videos, but it's really important. If you're doing affiliate marketing, go to the affiliate summits. If you're doing funnels and funnel marketing, go to the ClickFunnels event. Whatever your events are, if you're a travel blogger, go to the travel blogging events. Whatever these are, you have to get out and see the people. Now, you might be thinking, wow, Miles, but they're so expensive. You know, these events are $1,000 or $2,000 to attend. Here's a little hack for you. And Stefan, if you're watching, like, good on you, buddy, because I know that you're executing this kind of stuff. And the hack is just go to the hotel that everyone's staying at for the event. This is called unconferencing. You can go down to the bars, the restaurants, and you can still be in the energy of the event. You might even be able to make your way into a workshop or a meetup that's going on along with the event. By the way, look for the Facebook group of the event and try to get into that if you're going to pull this off. But just being around the people in the bars at night, that's where the real connections happen. You know, we're all sitting in these conferences like the one I just attended here in Bangkok or the next one that I'm going to put on here in Chiang Mai, and everyone's sitting there kind of in their own world. They're at their laptop, they've got their notepad, and they're really focused, engaged with the speaker or the presenter, and they're thinking, you know, how does this apply to me in my business, and how am I going to adapt this or use this in my business? Then at lunchtime, at dinner time, in the bar afterwards, kind of that night, that's when the people get together, they're laughing, they're joking, they're shaking hands, they're learning. Who are you? What's your business? And that's really where the deep connections are going. So whether you can afford the events or not, it's important for you to get to the events. Even if you're just going, hopping in the hotel, going to the kind of mixers and the meetups that are happening afterwards, that is a brilliant way to get started and to learn how and to really just surround yourself by really, really inspiring people. And that's where you can make connections that can really help take your business to the next level. Another option is reading. You got to read books from people who inspire you. From Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich to The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss to Robert Cialdini's Influence, or any of Dan Kennedy's Ultimate Sales Letter, or the great books of the Boron Letters from Gary Halbert. Google it. It's free. It's incredible. He was writing letters to his son when he was in federal penitentiary, and he's a great copywriter, and it's one of the more interesting and entertaining books ever. But you're able to look inside of the lives of these people through the material that they put out. Look at biographies, read the biographies, or listen on Audible to the biographies of brilliant people like Albert Einstein or Henry Ford, or I mean, any of them. Like there's been so many great people in the history of our country and our world and in kind of the modern era history that you can learn so much about their philosophies, about what makes it work for them, or what their favorite part about business is, or why they've been successful in business. And I can tell you firsthand that a lot of these older books, like Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, written in the 1920s, or Wallace Wattles' The Science of Being Rich, written in the late 1800s, the ideas they're talking about are still incredibly relevant in this day and age. We live in a day and age of ninja tactics and all this super duper ultra ninja stuff that goes on, and they're trying to sell these $1,000 courses, but I can tell you honestly, they're generally just regurgitated ideas that have been covered over and over and over by the great thought leaders of eras and generations before you and I. So going back into some of these older books and older content is how you can really connect yourself. You know, Napoleon Hill had his his virtual mastermind, where at his table every night before bed, he visualized himself sitting at a table with the greatest thinkers in common era. I believe Abraham Lincoln was one of the people he had. Benjamin Franklin were the people he had at his virtual table. And he would just pretend he would bring his ideas to the table. He would read their biographies, and then he would hear how they would respond. And this is all imagery that's happening in his mind, but he still got great ideas out of just taking the time to read their ideas, to read their kind of philosophy on life through their biographies, and then to imagine what a one-on-one meeting or a small group meeting with them would be like. And he got great value out of that. And you can do this. Obviously, you're watching this YouTube channel, so take a minute and subscribe. This is our way of connecting, right? I'm putting this video out to connect with you directly, and there's thousands of people connecting with this video. So find the people that you know, you like, and you trust, and follow them. Peer inside of their brain, read their books, connect with them on social media, see what makes them tick, and surround yourself. When you find out they're gonna be at a specific event, do what it takes to go there. And when you're there, ping them on Facebook and say, hey, I'm going to be at this event. I'm not going to the full event, but I'll be at the bar downstairs. Let me buy you a drink. And buy them a drink, hang out with them, shake their hand, and you will be amazed at the kinds of connections you can make by simply putting that effort forward. Everyone's going to respect the fact that you got yourself there, whether you're at the event or not. Everyone's going to understand it. They're going to totally get it, and they're going to think, wow, this person has initiative. This person's got drive. This person's got passion, and you never know where that can lead. Because I'll tell you right now, drive, passion, initiative, that outranks skill. Skill can be taught. Those things can't be taught. So prove yourself as one who has that kind of ambition. Get yourself out there. Surround yourself by brilliant people, whether you join a mastermind, whether you go to local events, or whether you just read inspiring books from inspiring authors at home or watching these YouTube videos. So I'm Miles Beckler. Thank you very much for your time. Coming from Phuket, Thailand. Leave me a comment below. Go ahead and click subscribe. Give me a thumbs up on the video, and I will catch you on the next video. Thanks again for your time.